Hi, we'll be talking about Hypnogenesis, a video feedback space shooter that integrates arcade gameplay with the controls of a video synthesizer. By exploring the game, players also experiment with the creation of emergent visuals. We're the designers of Hypnogenesis. I'm Andy Wallace. I'm an independent game designer who lives in New York City and a creative coder at the Emma Technology Cooperative.
Hi, I'm Alan Riley. I'm a game designer and video artist based in Santa Cruz, California. So video feedback is an artistic technique for creating emergent visual patterns in which the output of a video source is fed back into itself. It's the recursively repeating image that happens when you point a camera at its own display, or if you route the output of a video stream back into the streaming software. Artists work with video feedback by tweaking parameters in the feedback channel. Changes like adjusting the XY position, brightness, or hue are applied iteratively as the output's fed back into the input, creating the visual phenomena you see. For example, if the XY position is changed, the changed image is fed back into the source, and the change is iteratively applied at 30 frames per second, causing trails to appear. In another example, changing the hue results in rainbow patterns.
So all of the visual effects in Hypnogenesis, including this starfield pattern and this visual transition, are created with video feedback during gameplay. These aren't animations. They're the emergent visual behaviors that arise when the output of a video frame buffer is fed back into itself. The game state directly changes the parameters of the video feedback. Player controls are latched to parameters like brightness, contrast, hue, XY position, which transform the behavior of the video feedback. The feedback is also affected by the game state, including things like the number of enemies on screen or if you get hit.
Hypnogenesis has 4 stages, and each stage offers a different set of relationships between player controls and video feedback. The first stage is based on a reaction diffusion pattern created by modulating sharpness and brightness and blurring. The second stage involves rainbows created by adjusting the hue. Stage 3 creates visual puzzles with mirroring. And the fourth stage introduces rotation. The final boss blends all of these parameters together with increasing complexity.
And the player doesn't need to learn every detail of these relationships. Instead, players navigate the changing terrain of the emergent visuals. In other words, video feedback is the game space of Hypnogenesis. Peering through the overwhelming feedback is a core component of the game, and a lot of the difficulty curve is based around this Where's Waldo mechanic. Gameplay resembles a tactical version of Asteroids, but with many kind of enemies as well as bosses. We're using dual joystick controls inspired by Robotron 2084, and we're also inspired by Jeff Minter's psychedelic shooters as well as Cave Bullet Hell games.
Hypnogenesis is also based on the artistic discipline called video synthesis, in which artists build assemblages of video hardware to generate, mix, and transform signals into abstract imagery. The resulting system is called a video synthesizer. Our game is developed in open frameworks and uses an open source video synthesis library called Video Waves made by Andre J. This allows us to work with a similar video signal arrangement in software. We connect player controls to video synthesis parameters so that you are simultaneously playing the game and controlling the video synthesizer. And this also means that level design and visual design are very integrated in this game.
Before video games, televisions were one-way receivers of broadcast signals, and there wasn't really a way to interact with the image. In the 1960s and 70s, video artists like Namjoon Paik developed video synthesis to experiment with video signals. For example, by warping the image with a magnet or by playing with video feedback. We imagine that Hypnogenesis is part of an alternative history of games that follows in this spirit of experimentation. In other words, what if video games were based on video synthesizers?
Hypnogenesis is fully playable, and we're continuing to refine its balance of interactive art and gameplay. We live in different places, so we're looking for creative technology residencies that can host our collaboration. We're both members of the community surrounding the indie game collective Arcade Commons, and we approach video games as a form of public art. We envision Hypnogenesis as a multi-channel playable video installation, and we want to exhibit the game both in arcades and in art spaces. We're building a full-size Hypnogenesis arcade cabinet that plays up its video art qualities, and we're applying for funding to make this happen. So now you know how video feedback works and how we applied this to the design of a game. We'd love for you to experience Hypnogenesis in the demo session.
All right, thank you so much for having us. We've got our website up there. We'll see you at the play session.